Would you rather be in a battle royale with all your friends and family or be forced to strangle 100 innocent kids every day for the rest of your life?
How would you even find 100 innocent kids?
I love how they have to be innocent kids as opposed to evil kids. Mike, what's wrong with you? You also didn't balance this, Mike. This is so badly balanced.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm your host for today, Garnt. Joining me once again are the boys, and today we thought we'd have another special, fun episode.
What are we doing today,
Why are we having so much fun on Trash Taste?
I don't know. We've been having a lot of fun recently, but we're going to be having even more fun because we are going to be playing the classic game of Would You Rather.
Certified hood classic game.
This is probably the first time I've played this game sober, so this is...
Well, luckily none of these are like pull out all your nose hairs or take a drink. Right?
Yeah,
it's like pretty chill. It's a nice.
It's all hypotheticals now. So we thought about doing this different way. So at the beginning we thought, hey, why don't we just Google some of the most commonly asked would you rather questions, and then we did that, and then we found some of the questions, and we were like, this is boring. This is stuff we've already like discussed in Trash Taste. Stuff like, would you rather have flight or invisibility, you know? And
boring.
Okay, so we thought let's add a little bit more spice, and we asked you guys over at our Patreon to give us some suggestions. So we're going to be taking, I guess, some of the most
your guys' suggestions. So if these are shit takes, it's your shit.
And if they are shit, we're going to call out each username as well, so you'll never forget.
We're also basically revamping our Patreon and offering a lot more content. You know, we feel that we weren't doing as much as we could do, but now we're going to be offering a lot more stuff and a lot more exclusive videos, and asking you guys to get a lot more involved in the videos that we make. So if you do want to help support Trash Taste and everything we're doing, or maybe just get involved in the videos, all the old perks are still there. We're just adding a ton of new content, new weekly uploads as well that are exclusive. They're little fun little short videos that don't really fit on any of the channels, but are a fun video if you're a fan of Trash Taste.
So if you'd like to support us, go over to patreon.com/Trash Taste. Links in the description. But
Ad time over. Let's
get onto these would you rathers.
We had 122. Theoretically, we could get through all of this.
122.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are so easy. Like, go to the first one.
I don't know. Okay. Would you rather live in the world of the MCU or Invincible? Okay, this is an easy one, right?
Wait, it is?
Is it? It is?
Wait,
why would you want to live in the world of Invincible?
Wait, I was going to say Invincible.
Why?
Because it's sick. What do you wait,
bro? You are literally like a fucking ant in the Invincible.
Like I'm not, half the fucking population died in the MCU. Because of fucking Mr. Purple fucking head.
But they also did an Invincible as well.
Yeah, but nobody suffers pain in the MCU, right, guys? You know,
they're like Pokemon. They just faint.
Look. You know, I would rather just fade from existence rather than getting like my skull crushed or fucking...
Okay, hold on.
Like, imagine you're just on the fucking train and, like, the Invincible characters just start a fucking fight there. You're gonna die.
Okay, this is a shit one because it's, like, in reality, you're just gonna be, like, a civilian in both of these universes, right? Yeah. It's not going to make a fucking difference. It's not going to make a difference. You're going to probably get caught up we're going to get caught up in some like bullshit between like superheroes, and either way, you're helpless.
Okay, all right. But then, you know, because we have that one which, you know, started a debate, but the next person asks, all right, would you rather get into a car crash or eat a burger? So, you know, we have some really, really intelligent questions being asked here. And I honestly, you know, this is a comment on society as a whole. What do we value more, a physical body or what the ramifications are of eating
I would
burgers?
be sweating if I was a vegetarian.
If you say eat a burger, well, that means you support the meat industry, and the meat industry is very problematic. So I just want to, it's either you get hurt or the entire humanity gets hurt because you're eating burgers and you won't stop.
Well, think of it this way. What do you think kills more people per year?
Hamburgers.
Is it car crashes?
Cow farts.
Or is it everything
Diabetes,
that the burger industry...
Heart disease, burgers.
Let's just ask America for a second, yeah?
Car crashes. How many people get into car crashes on the way to get a burger?
Oh, shit.
Your Honor, rest my case.
Isn't it like cow burps are like the biggest reason
farts.
as to like, or farts or burps, whichever one it was, of why the ozone layer is getting thinner or something?
No. Well, okay. Fuck. Paul Mudan has to fact check right away.
It's something like that.
It plays a fair amount, but it's not. It's not like
it's a lot, but it's not as much as
methane gas of particles and waves.
They can travel through a vacuum, obviously, right?
We've made it how long in trash taste just before.
This is going to be a speed run of.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a trash taste episode.
Listen, it's bad. It's bad. But the point is, you would definitely want to get into a car
No, I was
crash.
right. Methane can react with other gases to form water vapor, which then break down into other chemicals that destroy the ozone.
I wasn't arguing that it didn't affect the ozone, but you were saying it like it's the most leading cause of pain to the ozone destruction.
Cows do definitely play.
It's a big percentage. I remember that.
It's a bigger percentage than what you would imagine it to be.
The ozone layer we're fucking chill with now. It's the fucking what's the other fucking layer? Fuck. The ozone layer, we've basically fixed the ozone layer. There was a hole in the ozone layer, and we stopped using the chemicals. So basically, we're chill with that. We can fuck it up still, so we're trying not to fuck it up. Yeah. But it's the other fucking layer, the one with all the greenhouse gases that are stuck. Point being, get in a fucking car crash. No, not stratosphere. That's when you get into space.
Wait, are you talking about the greenhouse effect? That layer?
He literally just said that.
But it's different. The ozone layer is separate.
I know the ozone layer is different from that, but the greenhouse effect is not a layer of atmosphere.
Listen, we're not fucking. We should stop.
We're clearly not qualified to talk about this.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know how we started.
We're not qualified to talk about
Joey started talking shit again.
We tried clowning on something.
Joey started throwing out facts. Joey, we can't say facts on trash taste anymore.
I was saying the correct fact, and then you were like, "What's the layer with the greenhouse?"
No, you did not say the correct fact. Mudan fact checked him.
Oh my god!
All right, back to the Patreon.
The answer is eat a fucking burger.
No, car crash. I don't want to destroy the environment, Joey. I don't want that on my conscience.
I will never see you eating another burger again from this day onwards.
You will never see it.
Mark my words.
You'll never see it. It won't happen.
Okay.
No, just to spite, I will just eat a burger while driving my car.
Okay.
I'm going to fuck around and find out.
Get in a car crash in your last dying moments. Just,
I'm going to fuck around and find out and see what happens when I eat a burger while I'm driving a car.
Devil advocates today.
All right, let's go next one. Right. Leave trash taste, but you get 10 million, I assume dollars, and can't be friends with the boys again, or stay in trash taste and keep making what you're making.
Bro, $10 million. I'm sorry, boys. Fuck off.
What the fuck? I'm going to stay on trash taste. What the fuck?
Fuck off, boys.
We still get paid. We still hang out. You know?
I'm going to cry myself to my $10 million villa. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, go on. How many gacha pulls did that get you, God? Huh? Well, you'll be back in a week. You'll be like, guys, the 10 mil all right out.
It's all coming up.
I need more. I'm back, guys. Like, what the fuck?
Are you going to take me back, guys?
I don't know. What would you do?
10 mil, right? I take the 10 mil.
Yeah.
I make a new podcast. I get not a Thai. That's too close. I get a Vietnamese friend.
Yeah. And then I get the 10 mil. I buy the rights to Trash Taste.
I would sell you the rights to Trash Taste.
And then get a Scottish guy and a Vietnamese guy to co-host with me.
I'll get the 10 mil.
We get a Bollywood actor.
I'll get a Bollywood actor. I'll actually pay him to watch anime this time.
I love it if we're like we're not even friends and we have to one of us is paying them to be friends. And we're like, no, Joey wouldn't say that.
No.
You didn't watch that anime.
Connor would argue with me on this. You don't understand. If I say this food take, you got to say fuck off, God.
Cut. Redo this. Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah, we take the 10 mil.
Yeah. I think I'd stay.
No. Realistically, I'd stay.
Realistically, I'd stay.
These patrons, they're helping us get to eventually. We'll get there.
Definitely.
Oh my lord.
All right. Reverend Moore asks, would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts or everyone you know to have access to your internet history?
Bro, this isn't easy. What, are you kidding me? Why the fuck would you want anyone to be able to read your mind constantly?
Right.
Yeah, that's...
What? Are you kidding me?
I would argue for a lot of people that's worse.
Give me $10 and I'll give you my internet history.
I don't know, man. If you have nothing to hide, then...
What are you talking about? What? We all have those intrusive thoughts.
I don't have any intrusive thoughts. I don't know what you're talking about.
You literally said you'd get in a car crash and eat a burger. What are you talking about?
like we're driving, right?
That'll be so funny, actually.
Like you're standing in line at McDonald's, you're like, I'd rather be in a car crash.
We're driving a car, right? And I'm driving, and then you just think, I wonder what Connor's thinking. And you're like, Connor's like, I could crash the car right now. That's like the one intrusive thought I have. You're going to think, what the fuck? I don't want people snooping in my brain. My brain does fucked up stuff. I didn't give it permission to do that, by the way. My brain didn't. I did not tell it to do that.
Honestly, I think reading minds is one of the biggest monkey paw kind of like abilities you could ask for, because that would mean you could never have a friendship or any kind of social connection ever in your life at all.
Yeah.
Because no matter how innocent they look on the outside, everyone has fucked up thoughts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right,
and
guys?
you can't avoid that.
Right.
Yeah.
I would like, it would be funny though if we could read each other's mind and we'd just be like, would we get to the point where we couldn't tell if we were thinking something or if someone actually was saying something?
Yeah, like we'd be in a conversation, I just look at Gon and I'll be like, don't say what you're about to say.
I'm like, bro, really? Really, Joey? Now you're thinking that?
You'd probably find a way to somehow suppress your thoughts, I feel like.
I can't do that.
Can
you do that?
You do it out of desperation.
Okay.
What if you just keep screaming?
I think the idea of suppressing your thoughts is like something that makes sense in your own head, but in reality, I don't think it's possible.
Oh, it is possible. It's called meditation.
At least I said medication.
Well, that probably helps too.
That also helps.
Yeah. I mean, it's very, very like. It's, as someone who's done meditation before, it's way harder to suppress your thoughts than you kind of like mentally think it would be. There is techniques that help you to do that.
Yeah, have you ever like tried to consciously stop thinking?
Yeah.
Try it. Like try and stop thinking for like a second.
Well, now that you said that,
it's so hard.
Yeah.
But like meditation isn't exactly like stopping thinking. It's just being aware of what you're thinking. It's like...
Well, it's like that whole idea of if I said like, don't think of a pink elephant. You're thinking of a pink elephant right now. Like, it's just,
Joe, are you reading my mind, Joe?
Don't think of furry porn.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's okay though. We're close enough friends that we can already read each other's minds.
Yeah, look, we'd give away internet history any day.
I think this one is the easiest thing of all time.
Okay.
Would you rather be stuck on a desert island,
deserted
island, for the next 3 years, or have to live in rural Ohio for the rest of your life?
I mean,
I'll do a year on the fucking island.
Rural Ohio is just like a landlocked deserted
island.
island.
1 year on the island, I'll do it. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Even if it was 3 years on a deserted island,
you kidding me?
Or 3 years in Ohio, I still think I'd do 3 years in a deserted island.
Yeah, if it was 3 years on a deserted island and 1 year in Ohio, I'll take the deserted island.
Here's the thing about deserted islands, though. When we say deserted island, people always assume, hey, it's a tropical island.
Yeah.
You know? What if it's a deserted island somewhere with shitty weather?
Like in the Arctic.
Or in the Arctic or some shit like that.
You just died day one.
Yeah. I would rather still live there, though, than Ohio.
The Arctic?
I can take the cold.
It's just white Ohio.
What?
Can you get whiter than Ohio?
No, it's in like Ohio, but you change the filter to white.
Oh.
Not white people.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying as well.
I'm like,
no.
I don't think it gets whiter than that. All right, this is a for one for each of us. So for me, would you rather watch Arcane or join the next chess boxing tournament? Chess boxing tournament, 100%.
What? You gotta be that. You're memeing. There's no way.
No, I would.
You would rather get beat up and train for a year than watch a fucking 10-hour show?
Yeah.
There's no shot.
Yeah, because I'd get in shape and I'd get better at chess.
And you'd come back like,
and I'd win some money if I won.
You'd come back and you'd be like, oh, my brain don't work. Concussion.
Yeah, so I'd rather get a frontal lobotomy than watch Arcane. For Gon, would you rather eat only pizza crust for a week? Wait, what? For have to dip everything you eat.
Or have to dip everything
you eat for the next week into ketchup and mayo.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, this is actually very, very easy.
What?
Yeah, honestly, I cannot stand ketchup and mayo.
More than pizza crust?
More than pizza crust. Me and pizza crust can make peace for a second. Yeah. If I don't have to dip ketchup and mayo. You remember us talking about how our taste buds change?
Yeah.
Things like that. I think
Are you coming around to pizza crust?
I think as I've grown older,
it's called.
I have come to hate ketchup even more as I did as a kid. Every time I seem to try it now, it just seems to get like the taste always gets more and more sickening to me.
Also, I think the caveat here is it says you have to dip everything you eat, right? And there's probably a lot of things that are not going to go well with ketchup and mayo anyway. Unless you selectively choose foods that go well with
Yeah,
me.
I can pretend.
Yeah.
Look, I can pretend to be you've been to parties with me.
Yeah.
I can pretend to be a normal person, and eat my pizza crust every now and again. Yeah. If it's like, I have like the social obligation to be like, okay, this is the first time I'm meeting people.
Yeah.
Let's just try to fit in for a second, but in no way can I ever turn off that part of my brain that says, just dip it in the ketchup. Mayo, if it's Kewpie mayo, maybe, but ketchup, I draw the line at ketchup. I just cannot stand ketchup.
Even spicy ketchup?
Even spicy ketchup.
Yeah.
You're like, really? Even just like mild difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then for Connor, would you rather eat only oranges for a week or have to sit through all of the Fate Lore explanation videos for a week? Oh, this is a good one.
For Fate Lore explanations, like for a week, what does that mean? Does that mean like 24 hours a day? I'm sitting there.
24 hours, 7 days a week. You have to have Fate Lore explanations.
However, like a marathon. Like
however long you would take to get through all of the Fate Lore explanation,
which would probably be a week straight. If we're being honest.
Probably Fate Lore.
Really?
Yeah,
really? You hate oranges that much?
Fucking hate them. They're awful. Why would I want like a scrotum texture thing that tastes of just water and
scrotum texture?
Yeah,
How'd you find?
Point me to the last time you tasted a scrotum.
How'd you find a new thing to hate about oranges every single week?
They suck, dude. They just suck. I just don't like. At least I get to watch something. I like watching random explainer videos about shit I don't care about. So this is right up my alley.
All right.
Especially my week anyway. Someone will tell me about why I should care about like, I don't know, cigarette companies. Be like, okay,
Fate Lore's interesting anyway.
Oh, you skipped one.
Oh, you skipped one, yeah. All right. Go for it.
Okay, so Derek Wills asks, let's start things off fun. Would you rather it hurt every time you pee or have it hurt every time you poop?
So basically, would you rather have an STD or gonorrhea?
Basically.
Poop. Wait, does gonorrhea make your shits hurt?
Gonorrhea? Yeah, well, yeah.
I've never had gonorrhea.
Oh,
no.
I don't know that either. I don't know if that's true either.
Is it gonorrhea or is it... No, hemorrhoids.
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 I was like, gonorrhea is a STD, Joey.
Gonorrhea is an STD.
You're right, sorry. Would you rather have it...
I'm glad I fact checked it.
Yeah, my bad. That's my bad on that. wait. What is gonorrhea? Now I'm confused.
All right, pull up gonorrhea.
Hold on.
What's gonorrhea?
I know. We're gonna learn something today.
Shout out to everyone who watches Trash Taste while you are eating.
Yeah.
This is for you.
What
guys.
is gonorrhea? Okay, it's an STD.
It is an STD.
Okay.
I just know that.
So it's like a urethra infection.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's almost like a UTI, I guess. Which almost, I guess.
What is it caused by?
The gonorrhea bacterium, it says.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, so rephrase.
Yeah.
Would you rather have an STD where it hurts to pee, or would you rather have hemorrhoids?
I have not had either. So
I've not had either, but I pee more than I poop. So.
Actually, can I ask, what is hemorrhoids? I know it's
hemorrhoids is hemorrhoids is when you basically have like a cut in your on your butthole.
Yeah.
It's inside though.
It can be inside or outside.
Really? I thought it was inside.
No, I think there's two different kinds. So you can
Okay.
get inside or outside.
Yeah,
Because
I always
don't bring up Google Images.
What is hemorrhoids?
Yeah. Mudan, do not put any of these images on screen right now.
What is hemorrhoids?
This is just for us. Hemorrhoids is the
in
swelling
and around your anus. That's a so you can have it internal or external, it says.
About half of people will have hemorrhoids by age 50.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
I mean, maybe we have had hemorrhoids. We just don't know what. I don't know what hemorrhoids is.
I'm not having hemorrhoids.
No, you would. Like, I'm pretty sure you would.
You would have hemorrhoids.
Why?
Because you can get it.
Why would you say it like that?
Because if you spend too long shitting,
sitting for long periods of time, especially on the toilet, is a main cause of hemorrhoids.
If you spend ages pushing your bowels, like tensing and shitting, that's how you get it.
I don't spend ages just tensing though.
Yes, you do. Don't fucking lie. You're on the toilet for like 10 hours.
I let it like fucking naturally go, man. There's no I don't like sit on the toilet and I'm like Goku going fucking Super Saiyan for 30 minutes straight. Jesus Christ. I'm just like relaxing, you know?
He's letting gravity do the work.
Yeah. You let gravity do the work. Yeah.
All right, we'll do a bet. If you have hemorrhoids by 50, $450, you give me $100. If you don't get hemorrhoids, I'll give you $100.
Wait, what do I get out of this? Oh yeah, you get
what do you mean? So if you don't get hemorrhoids, age 50,
you get $100 and you don't get hemorrhoids soon.
bonus points. If I get hemorrhoids,
yeah,
before age 50, I give you $1,000.
Have you guys ever had I don't know if this is like TMI. Have you guys ever had a UTI?
No, I haven't.
I haven't, no.
I don't know how, I somehow got one, but I don't know if this is the normal way to get one. There was this one time where I just held a pee for like a really, really long time. Like a really, really fucking long time. Yeah. Because I couldn't find a toilet because I was in England. Yeah. And then suddenly everything just burned. UTI is just awful.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Make sure to pee. Don't hold in your pee.
Yeah, I'm saying this now. This comes from experience. Don't hold in your pee because I didn't know it could cause a UTI. I just thought you had
to deal with this recently.
What's that?
You had to deal with this recently.
Oh yeah. Because Aki had a kidney infection, and but for her, it didn't hurt to pee. Oh. Yeah. She just felt like shit.
Yeah, sometimes I think sometimes it depends.
Yeah, sometimes it does. Sometimes
this is why whenever I get that intense urge to pee, I'm like, I just got to do it.
Yeah,
I can't stop.
I kind of got like a mock feeling of it when I ate that ghost pepper on the live stream, and then my pee turned spicy. That shit hurt.
That's what happens every time
I was like, is this what it feels like?
Yeah, the worst thing about it is that having it, you constantly feel like you have to pee.
Yeah.
Even though even if you don't, right?
Yeah.
Is it just antibiotics? Is that how you?
Yeah.
Antibiotics.
I hate that. It's so boring.
What do you mean so boring?
Like some medieval treatment. Give me some bloodletting or something. Put the leeches on my dick.
Your dick already feels like it's having like a fucking
there with a leech on the end of your cock. It's like, suck it all out.
Every time my dick will get sucked.
Is this what fellatio
is? Medieval blowjobs would be like. Well, you know when the only time I ever test my urge to pee and I fight it is when you're in bed and you're sleeping and you wake up and it's maybe like midnight, you're about to fall asleep and you can feel the pee coming.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's not strong enough where I need to pee, but I know that there's a chance I'll wake up in the middle of the night or I'll wake up in the morning feeling like...
It's also the worst when it's like a cold winter night and it's really cold outside the blanket and you're like, is this cold worth it for me to get out of the warmth to go pee?
This will be on it'll be uploaded by then, but I on Chris's Abroad in Japan.
Yeah.
Abroad in Japan, is that what it is? No.
Journey Across
Japan. That's his channel name. The first thing he made me do, I arrived in Sendai, he's like, guys, we're going camping. And I was like, oh no.
It's like December.
I was like, oh no, why? And I was like, I told him, because remember, we when we went camping, I and you, and did you fuck up? Did you fuck up with the sleeping bag? Did you get to?
Yeah. I got the Amazon one.
We all fucked up with the sleeping bags, right? And I told him, I was like, you got to get a winter sleeping bag.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah.
That genuinely scared me.
Yeah, you should. It
was pretty traumatizing.
I was actually so scared because we went camping in Fuji. Recap: we went camping in Fuji. It went to -5.
Yeah,
and we had Amazon Basic sleeping bags, which were not rated
for
winter.
One.
They were like summer sleeping bags.
It might as well have been a cardboard bag.
And I didn't have any clothes. I didn't have anything. And I was like, "You motherfucker! I swear to God!" I kept telling him because he was like, "It's a secret. I can't tell you what we're doing." And then someone told me, and I was like, "We're going camping." And I found out. He's really annoyed. And I was like, "Do you have everything?" He's like, "Oh yeah, we have an expert. We have an expert." I was like, I don't believe you. Do you have you confirmed we have winter sleeping bags?
Yeah.
Because this shit is no fucking joke.
And it's Sendai, it snows in the mountains especially.
And we were on a fucking island, a tiny island, about the size of our office. In the middle of an ocean.
Man, Chris really makes you do the shit stuff.
I tell him this. I was like,
I have the best experience.
I kept telling you bastard. I've been on this is my first one. Joey has been on like 19 of these. And Joey only gets nice, cushy things.
They're all great.
Why do I have to be the one in a fucking survival situation? So anyway, we get there, right? And he's like, oh yeah, we got to camp out. And we have this ton of stuff on this boat. We have so much stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, we have way too much stuff. These guys are prepared like crazy, man. So like, this is awesome. And I'm setting up my tent. I'm setting up Chris's tent because, of course, he doesn't want to set up his own tent.
Typical.
There was a good time lapse that Paul had. It was very funny. Made me laugh. Paul was like, "Look at this." It's like Chris on his phone watching, and you just see like me and Paul and Natsuki building the tents, and Chris is just on his phone watching us build it. It's very funny. I don't care. I just find it really funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I get the sleeping bag out and I look at it, and I'm like, Chris, it's only rated to like 2 degrees.
Yeah.
It's gonna get -5 tonight again.
Yeah.
This is no
nightmare
joke.
returns.
This shit sucks. And I was like, I can't do this again. I can't. Get me out of here. Like, can I leave? Like, this is awful. Because I knew the shitstorm that was awaiting me.
Yeah.
So I've already done it. Luckily, this time I brought some really good under thermal stuff.
Oh yeah.
I brought nice
The
thick
heat
socks.
techs.
Yeah.
But dude, it didn't do anything again. It was fucking awful.
Well, it's because you're also sleeping on the cold ground as well.
Yeah, and we only had, because last time we had like a mat.
Yeah, we had a mat last night.
Didn't have a mat this time. We had a very thin, like, reflective thing.
So you're closer to the ground.
So we were on
That's where you lose most of your heat.
Yeah.
dude,
as well.
and this is why I bring up the story, because I managed to get warm, but what I had to do to get warm is I had to, because the sleeping bag, the back of the head is larger, right?
Wait,
I had to do that. Did you do this as well?
Oh no, sorry. I was just like realizing before we talked about this, we're talking about peeing. So I was
Yeah,
like,
this is where
are you going to say you peed yourself?
No. Well, maybe. So I warmed myself up.
I was like, where's this story going? How does this all relate?
We had these foot warmers, but we only had 2 each. And so I put these foot warmers on my feet and said it lasted 3 hours. I was like, great, I can get to sleep and then it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was still so cold, but my feet were fine. I had to get the back of the sleeping bag. I turned it over so it was over my face.
Yeah.
Folded it over my head, made like a cocoon.
Yeah.
And I had to keep breathing into this sleeping bag so I wouldn't lose the moisture heat.
Yeah.
So I'd heat myself up. It was so cold again.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got to sleep fucking finally, breathing the same carbon monoxide that I was breathing out. And then I woke up at 3.
I don't think you slept. I think you just knocked yourself
I
out.
think so. I woke up at 3 with the most strongest, intense urge to pee in my life.
Yeah.
But I knew if I left this sleeping bag, it was game over. Like I would never be able to get warm again the entire night. Because it was that peak coldness. So I tried to sleep it off. For an hour, I tried to sleep. Couldn't sleep. I had to pee. So I go out, I go pee. I'm like fucking freezing. I get back in my sleeping bag. I just cannot get warm. So I can't sleep. Because it's just too cold. And I'm just there shivering. I'm like, fuck Chris. The whole time I can hear Chris ripping plastic, like little plastic, like scrunching. He's ripping out like the kairos, like the heat.
Yeah.
He's
The
like
heat packs,
charcoal.
Oh,
activated
one of
things.
those ones.
Yeah, he was opening these packs for like 30 minutes. I go in his tent in the morning. He had like 40 of them. It was insane. It was the worst night I've had in years. Fucking awful.
And that was your first journey across Japan.
Yeah.
And I'm never going back ever again. I'm never going back ever again. Fuck this. The point being, that pee urge was so intense that I was considering pissing myself, but I knew that it would have made me colder ultimately.
So you would rather have it hurt every time you poop?
Pee.
After all that?
Poop. Point being, yeah. Oh, they told us on the island if you wanted to take a shit, you had to climb up the hill, take a shit in the ground, dig a hole first, and then pat it in. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to shit myself.
That's the Aussie camping way.
I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
for
mean,
that detour, but that was just a fun little story.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck Chris, by the way. When he comes on the show, I'm going to murder him
maybe
again.
you should pee yourself next time. That'll keep you warm for like a good half an hour, right?
Yeah, but then you freeze.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So.
And also, you'd be trapping yourself in the pee stench sleeping bag.
Carbon monoxide poisoning, and now like wet pants as well.
Ended up waking up at like 6, being like, fuck this, I'm just going to make a fire. And
You
sit in front of it.
smell like an animal den.
So I just sat in front of a fire for 4 hours until the boat came to pick us up.
All right, but moving on to the next. Would you rather?
If you want something dark as fuck, would you rather watch... Oh, wow.
You want to read it out loud?
Would you rather watch all your friends and family die or be forced to kill 100 strangers? I'll kill the strangers.
I'd kill the strangers.
Oh, are we doing like...
They're NPCs. They'll respawn.
This is literally just the plot of Attack on Titan.
No, this is
surely.
This is just
is this not?
Just like the train problem, except one side is your friends and family and the other side are a bunch of people that you don't know. And you're like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not even a question.
Fair enough.
Next one is, would you rather know the definitive answer to what happens after we die or know exactly how long you have left to live?
Good question.
I think I'd rather have the definitive answer of what happens after we die.
I don't want either. This is
Yeah, but you have to pick.
I have to pick one?
If I had to pick, I'd get the answer of what happens after we die.
I think I'd actually like to know how long I have left to live.
I
Really?
definitely
Because
do not.
I don't.
If presuming it cannot change.
Yeah. So this is like a fucking Death Note thing. You could see the vision.
You're thinking about this.
I hear that, and it's just 90 years old. I'm like, bring in the fucking beers.
That's the thing.
Let's get going. I'm going to live till 90, bitch.
See, if that was the case with all of us, then we would pick that being like, oh, you have 57 years left to live. And you'd be like, sweet. But what if it's like...
You eat a hamburger and the fucking thing goes down to like, you lose 20. You're like, what if that hamburger changed?
Yeah. Or it's like, you have 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
let me load up the memes right now.
I gotta watch this dang meme before I die.
You watch that one porn category. You're like, I don't know if I should watch this. You watch it and you immediately lose 10. You're like, what? What does this lead to?
Yeah. What if just like you do some like asinine activity and it's just like, why did my life go down by 12 years?
Yeah.
I'd like to.
That would kill me.
I don't really care what happens to us when we die, even if it's good, bad, or nothing. I'm kind of indifferent towards all of it.
I don't know. I want to know just because
it's like a new game plus anyway, right?
Yeah.
We start and do some shit, so it doesn't fucking matter.
I don't know. I would just like to know because it's like even if it's either good or bad, it's like I can't avoid it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, well, I'd rather that than like living with the pressure of like, oh fuck, I've only got how many years?
Like the best thing ever, and then you're like, well, fuck it, I'll die now. Why wait?
And
then
no.
Say less.
If it's the worst thing ever, like hell, right? You'd be like, fuck, I don't want to die, and you'd be so scared of death.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, all right, well then I'm gonna try and live for as long as possible.
Yeah, well that's why I don't really want to know either answer. But I think the one that would affect me less, like what happens after we die? What's like the worst case scenario? We go to hell and we suffer for eternity in real life, right?
Sure.
No, it's not hell.
Huh?
It's not hell. We haven't figured that shit out. You think some bozo figured it out and wrote it in a book for us? Fuck no.
No, but okay, what do you think is the worst possible thing?
Nothing.
That's the worst possible thing?
That's the worst.
Just infinite darkness forever.
No, just like you're gone. That's it. I think people just don't want to accept that we're just nothing when we're done.
No, I don't think that's a bad thing per se.
I fuck with it.
I would rather stop existing than consciously suffer for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, I think that I think when we are all specks on this universe and we all get our moment and we enjoy it and we're done. And like, why should your conscience have to carry on, or why should you be a being that gets to carry on?
Because I'm the main character, Connor.
That's what we all want to think, but we're just done. Like, that's it. You're done afterwards. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you won't even have the ability to know you're gone because you're gone.
Although, if I were to be devil's advocate, right? Like, if, say, for example, after you die, the answer is you go to hell and you suffer for an eternity. Let's say,
hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, hypothetically. Let's say, fucking Satan puts you in a pool of boiling hot water and you have to sit in there for the rest of eternity, right? Mm-hmm. You have an eternity. You're going to get used to it.
Yeah, you'd get used to it so fast.
You get used to it.
You'd be like, yeah, I guess.
Like, after 5,000 years, you'd be like, oh, turn it up a bit. It's a bit cold. You know?
Is this assuming you can't die?
Yeah, well, because it's an eternity, right? You can't die. You're already dead, right? So you're basically going to be boiling for the rest of your life. Yeah. You're going to get used to it after a while.
But it's not exactly a pleasant experience, is it?
It's not pleasant at first.
Yeah, but that's like a very...
What do you mean at first?
That's like a very biblical way of looking at hell. I think that hell could also be just being stuck in Ohio for 4 years.
That's true. That's true. Maybe...
I mean, some people are living that hell right now.
Maybe plot twist. We're in hell right now.
We're living amongst people who are also serving their time in hell.
Yeah.
What if existence is hell?
What if this is the suffering?
Think about that, atheists.
All right, fine.
All right, let's go next one. All right, something a bit tamer. Also from Derek Wells. Would you rather have an unlimited entertainment budget but be heavily restricted on your food budget, or have an unlimited food budget but be heavily restricted on your entertainment budget?
Entertainment is that's
such a broad word.
That could cover so many things.
Games, movies.
Food is my entertainment as well.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh shit! Did you just play? Did you just outplay the game?
Entertainment could also, in some aspects, could be like travel or staying. So I think if we were talking about travel now, then it's
travel is entertainment for a lot of people.
Okay, let me rephrase this question a little bit. Would you?
Derek, fuck you. We're changing your answer.
I guess
if that is your real name.
Yeah. Would you rather eat like a broke college student your entire life, but have all the games and travel that you want?
You just described my life. That's me right now.
Joe, you don't eat like a broke college student.
Yes, I do.
Fuck off, Joey.
No,
Compared to you fuckers,
fuck off,
compared
Joey.
to you fuckers,
Joey.
how often do you go to like fancy restaurants in
Joey,
Sydney?
Aki fucking cooks for you and you eat well. What are you talking about? that is not a broke college student, Joey.
Before Aki and when Aki is not here, I am fucking chomping on the worst shit imaginable.
What do you eat when Aki's not there? What do you eat?
Like fucking like gyudon every single day.
Bro, no, gyudon's great. What are you talking about?
Excuse you, gyudon is the college food in Japan. Are you kidding me?
I love that visceral call. I'm going, you go to fucking nice restaurants all the time.
You do. I barely go to restaurants.
You do go to the restaurants, I think, the least out of all of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But you also cook at home, or you have someone cooking at home.
Yeah.
Which there is something really, really fucking nice about a home cooked meal.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not going to say no to a nice restaurant, obviously, but I'm not going to go out of my way to go to one. You know?
Okay. So what you're saying is you
Look, this is not me saying I never take Aki to nice restaurants. I do.
Oh, Aki.
But
Fucking gyudon every night.
no, but that's the great thing. Aki is exactly the same as me in the sense that she also doesn't care about restaurants.
You're just like she comes home from like a hard day work. It's like, honey, don't worry, I'll cook for us.
Yeah.
But like brings out the
Bring out the Uber Eats.
bring out the instant ramen. It's just like, okay, honey,
I'll be
here
like,
you go.
babe, it's a special day. You can choose between Matsuya or Sukiya. Options.
I like Uber Eats a lot, so I like.
Yeah, so like if I had to pick, like I would pick the first one, the unlimited entertainment budget, because I love traveling, I love games, I love movies, all that kind of stuff. And food budget, you can, in Japan especially, you can still eat pretty well with a restricted food budget.
Yeah.
You obviously struggle when you're traveling, of
Yeah.
course, but if you don't include travel in the entertainment budget, hey, I'm living
Yeah,
good.
worst comes to worst, I will pick unlimited entertainment over. I mean, food to me is very much. I enjoy a good meal. It's something I look forward to every day, but that isn't so much dependent on how much of a budget you have. A lot of times, it's just dependent on how much of an effort can you put into learning how to cook something you like and doing that. More often than not, because you
or
can't
finding
always
a good place on a low budget, right?
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
obviously exists.
Exactly.
yeah.
So it's a lot easier.
I'm pretty good for the unlimited food budget.
Really?
Yeah, I could have some. I just go out every single night to a nice ass restaurant.
I feel like
you get bored of it.
you'd get tired of it.
You'd get bored of it.
I haven't so far. I was getting out a lot.
All right, Mr. Big Spender.
Listen, I go every night.
Stop bragging.
I go out every night. No, I mean, I don't think I.
Bro, do you never like crave a home cooked meal?
No. No,
Bro,
Really?
no, I never.
there's just something like warming and homely about.
I mean, I like it, but I've never
Yeah.
thought, man, I really want one right now.
This man's been in LA too much.
This is what Uber Eats does to a motherfucker.
Bro, I love Uber Eats. It's so good.
It's what Uber Eats does to a
I can get
motherfucker.
a restaurant meal in the comfort of my home. It's so good. Restaurants, yeah, I love my parents to death, but
Yeah.
you know, like, restaurants are restaurants for a reason.
No, but okay, there's something about a home cooked meal that.
Listen, if it was your mum's home cooked meal, all right, maybe there's a different equation here because your mum.
No, it's not just my
Yeah,
mum.
do your parents? Are your parents good cooks?
Yeah, they're okay. They're good.
That was the most real answer.
You know, like
I was like, what can I say without them disowning me from my family?
It's
I mean, they swear to me they're very good now, which I'm sure they are. But I just,
Yeah, all right.
but listen, I had Khan's mom's home cooking, and I was like, "This is pretty fire, though."
That is true. I think the answer makes a big difference if you have at least one parent who's like
British
a
parents or
mad
Thai
good cook.
parents?
British parents.
Yeah.
Like, this is a different question. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the thing I loved about home cooked meals is that, okay, you have like restaurant quality meals. You can go to like a Michelin star restaurant, but sometimes there are certain dishes that you like the way that you like it. And with home cooked meals, you can just make it to exactly to your taste profile. Exactly how, sometimes you get a dish and like, this is 80% of how much I actually want of this dish.
Yeah.
But like, you're satisfied with it, but you're like, damn, I wanted just that little bit more.
There's a few places you can do that. I got a few places I go where they'll customize if I ask.
I think that's how restaurants get you as well, right? Like, because like you have that feeling of like, damn, I wish there was a little bit more, and then that just incentivizes you to go back to that restaurant again.
What do you mean?
Like, don't you think it's kind of seems like a bit of a marketing scheme to be like, oh, we're gonna give you just a little bit less than what you actually want, so that you have that craving to have it again.
I mean, I think I just eat more than the average person on a meal,
right?
Because it takes a little bit more for like to fill me up than someone like Sydney, who is a lot smaller than me, you know.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it just depends. Restaurant, they have to serve for the average person, and most of the times we eat more than the average person.
I'm an above average person.
Yeah, and you know the way the way a lot of guys offset that is they get a girlfriend or they get a wife, and then they eat just like 20% less.
Yeah,
and they're like, "You're not gonna finish that, honey?
Yeah,
don't worry.
Say less.
Say less. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you.
All right.
You get 2 meals for the price of 1. All right. What's the next one? Would you rather gain $1 million but need to shit out an entire year's worth of poop in a single day, or shit 1 year worth of poop and never have to shit for the rest of that entire year? This is easy. I would do the first one. Gain $1 million and shit out an entire year's worth of poop in a single day.
Why? They also apologies for poop topic, but I want to see the money about shitting here. Why? Well, one of these I get to have $1 million.
Yeah.
And one of them I don't.
Dude, it'd be great. Like, dude, if I made a TikTok of that, I'd make an extra $1 million.
Although it would be kind of useful never to need to shit again.
I like shitting though.
I like shitting.
I kind of do like shitting.
Yeah.
Though,
Yeah.
It's
That's like saying, you know,
If it was peeing, I think I would like to not.
if it
need
was
to pee.
peeing, it'd be a different story.
Peeing is actually just a burden sometimes.
it is. Peeing is the difference between peeing and shitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one ever looks forward to a pee. Sometimes I look forward to
I never look
poop.
forward to a piss.
I always look forward to a shit.
But when I have a nice bidet, I got a heated seat.
Yeah.
I got a 5-10 minutes on to chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
good.
great. I feel like most guys would answer the first one because we just love our shitting.
An entire year's worth of poop in a single day. I don't think it'd take that long.
Dude, you'd be like Randy from that one episode in Family Guy.
That's like, how long would that take?
Did I say Family Guy? I meant South Park.
I don't think I have enough hours in the day to put out all the shit in.
Because you take an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, I think it would take more than a single day for you to shit out an entire year's worth of
I'd be
poop.
done 2 hours.
You've been down.
Bum.
All right. Would you rather only watch anime for your entire life or
easy.
only play games for your
Fucking
entire
easy.
life?
Games.
Yeah, games.
You don't even do that anyway anymore,
Yeah.
Joey.
I would
Games,
rather
bro.
play games.
Or you gone. This is the only hard thing for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I like anime a lot. Don't get me wrong, but games easily.
Also, you can spend more time on a single game than you can on like an average anime season. You know?
Yeah.
So like you just get more bang for your buck.
What if, okay, Joey, what if we included manga in that?
Oh.
Like, because I could go without anime if I had manga, but if
Yeah.
I'm just cutting out anime and manga,
That's
that
true.
makes it really, really fucking hard for me.
That's true.
Because I do, obviously, like, I watch a lot of anime, but I also enjoy playing my games as well. And if I didn't have to watch anime for a job, I think it would actually be a 50-50 about how much anime I watch versus how much games I play.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it's hard. Because I probably read just as much manga as I do play games.
yeah.
But it says anime for this question, so I'm taking the games.
Joey taking the easy way out.
Taking the easy option. Also, I've already watched most anime, so I don't want to rewatch them.
Yeah, I think. Oh, this is hard because I think if I had to make the choice, I do think I get more emotionally attached to anime. But I think for like the amount of time investment you put in, I can't like give up games because
You could also get the anime in the game.
What you mean JRPGs?
No, there's some games where you can
Like
like
Sword Art Online
you can,
game.
you can load videos or links in like VR chat. right?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
and-
Oh, yeah. You could watch anime in VR chat.
Can't play games in anime.
Well, I mean, I'm going to assume that that's just like a legal loophole. That
Roy clearly didn't think about that.
Yeah.
There's cutscenes. You know,
yeah, there's cutscenes that'll do me.
My other reason is purely because as of like my point in my life right now, I have played less games like in the broader spectrum of the gaming world than I have watched anime in the broader spectrum of the anime world. So there's more excitement for me because there's more choice with gaming.
Yeah.
It would suck though if you made this agreement and it's like every show you're halfway through, you have to stop watching. You can't finish. You'd be like, fuck, I wouldn't know how it ends.
That would suck.
And like for some reason, no one else can tell you. Like you'd never find out. You never get that joy of finding out how it ends.
Sure.
Maybe yeah, maybe that's a blessing in disguise. So because maybe I wouldn't be fucking maybe I wouldn't be spoiled on Jujutsu Kaisen for the 100th time when I'm scrolling through my fucking.
That's true. Everything has been spoiled for me about that show. It kind of sucks.
It's
ain't my problem.
It's insane because I went like 4 years. I was like, no Attack on Titan spoilers, and then suddenly I know the entire plot of Jujutsu Kaisen from now to what's going on with the manga, and I get a different thing every single day.
Yeah. Dude, I could probably tell you just as much about Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't even fucking watched it.
yeah.
I can tell you the character order death to come.
Totally.
I don't even know how.
I can tell you how they die.
Yep.
I can tell you everything.
I can write the wiki, bro.
I'm also I watched all of the available episodes of Free Run as of the date of recording.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Did you like it?
It's fucking good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Very fucking good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Not number one anime of all time.
No.
It's a solid show.
It's pretty damn
Solid
good.
show.
It is very, very fucking good.
GG Free Run.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
That's enough anime talk.
Yeah, this is the real question. Would you rather spend a year in Ohio or a year in Paris?
Oh, at least it would be Paris. It's at least a walkable city, and I can get nice coffee and.
Also, you're in
goods.
Europe, so it's a lot easier to access other countries.
Presumably, you can't leave for a year.
Oh, if you can't leave?
Well, I imagine you'd have to spend the year there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'd say Paris.
Ohio, what can I do? I can go to McDonald's. I can go to Wendy's. I can go to a Chick-fil-A. In Paris, I can go to...
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Okay, well, at least Paris, I can get a nice coffee. I can get some good baked croissant.
Yeah.
Some other good stuff, some good foods. Will I have to deal with an angry French person every day? Probably, but hey, I'll manage.
Yeah, I mean, this is Ohio we're talking about.
Ohio is so bad.
Ohio is the final boss.
Not as bad as like Montana. Well, Montana's kind of all right.
Montana's right.
It's alright. It's
Ohio.
It's alright.
It's Ohio.
Yeah, there'd be very few places that could like battle Ohio in the in the
final boss.
It's the final boss. So yeah.
Yeah, we'd rather spend the year in Paris, I think.
I think Paris for all of us.
This episode is sponsored by ExpressVPN.
Boys, did you ever read the fine print that appears when you start incognito mode?
John, I'm illiterate.
There's fine print?
On that, it says that your activity still might be visible to your employers.
That's me.
Your school or your internet service provider.
Ain't no way, dog!
Are you listening, Kai? We can see everything on your internet search history now. To really stop people from seeing the sites you visit, you need ExpressVPN.
Think about all those times you've used Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, a hotel, or even your parents' house. Without ExpressVPN, every site you visit could be logged by the admin of that network. And that's still true even when you're in incognito mode.
Oh, God.
I mean, do you really want your parents to see what you've been looking at, Jay?
No, they would disown me.
What's more, your home internet provider can also see and record your browsing data. And in the US, they're legally allowed to sell that data to advertisers.
Thank God we have ExpressVPN, because ExpressVPN is an app that encrypts all of your network data and reroutes it through a network of secure servers so that your private online activity stays just that, private. ExpressVPN works on all of your devices and is super easy to use. The app literally has one button, you tap it to connect, and your browsing activity is secure from those prying eyes.
Yes, I was just joking because all Trash Taste PCs are equipped with ExpressVPN. Staff members, you are safe.
Stop letting strangers invade your online privacy. Protect yourself at expressvpn.com/trashtaste. Use our link at expressvpn.com/trashtaste to get 3 months extra for free. That's expressvpn.com/trashtaste to learn more. Back to the episode.
So the Maniton asks, would you rather give the first 90% of a blowjob or give the last 10% of a blowjob? Asking 3 JoJo fans here.
That's a really good one. Because, oh man. Because you have to now...
Presumably you get nut in your mouth.
Yeah, you have to debate with yourself, do you want nut in your mouth or do you want to endure the large majority but no nut in your mouth?
Yeah, so it's all about the nuts. It's the nut question, basically. Yeah. Do you want to take the nut or do you want to put in the effort?
Or do you want to suck a dick?
And actually
I'll do the last 10%, you know.
I think I'll do the last 10%.
I feel like I'm the one who did it. I did the job. I did it, you know. It's all me. I got all the credit for the work. Why not?
Yeah, also, depending on the dude, it'll take like 2 seconds.
Or it could take like...
if it's Johnny Sins, you'll be there for 40 minutes.
Yeah, you could be there for 40 minutes. You get like fucking jaw problems, you know?
If it was me, it'd be like 2 seconds.
What a fucking dumbass question. Stupid ass question.
Well, some people don't want nut in their mouth, man.
Oh my Lord.
You know how it is.
Why is this a question? So bad.
All right, going on to the next one. Let's see. Go back to daily uploads or stream every single day. I mean, streaming every. I feel like this is the same question, but if this was me, I'd rather stream every day.
Yeah. I think I'd rather stream
because
every day.
I think daily uploads, like streaming, is basically just doing daily uploads, just without the chat interaction, basically.
Yeah. Also, you can make more content out of like a full day of stream than you can of like a full day of making daily uploads, I feel. So
Yeah, but you need to stream every day. So actually, if you do daily uploads, you can get away with
doing
less.
one stream, like 7 ideas worth, and then you've got your daily uploads, right?
Yeah, or like having one recording session.
Yeah.
Where you just.
Oh shit, you're right. I think they're kind of the same thing, really. If you think about it, it's just whether or not you want to stream or not.
Yeah. I actually think I'd do daily uploads.
Yeah, I think daily uploads.
I think I do
too.
daily uploads.
Yeah.
Then,
You could batch.
That's true.
I could record a month's worth.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, Mason Lasagna asks, would you rather be only able to shit in 1 minute max or have to shit for at least 30 minutes?
So no in between.
How would the mechanics be of this? Like you're 1 minute in and your pants like robotically just zoop back up?
I mean, yeah, probably.
I guess
you shit yourself.
I think you just described the 2 different types of shitters that are sitting on this table.
You
right
basically described, are you a woman or are you a man?
No.
I don't know about you, dude. My sister shits in like 30 seconds. It's actually insane.
I shit in 1 minute.
I shit in 30 minutes. Yeah.
No, yeah, I thought that was more normal, like taking like 30 minutes for a dude.
No, what I do is I get there, I take the shit, it takes like 30 seconds, and then I sit there for 10 minutes because I just want to sit down.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you?
What aspect of this is taking 30 fucking minutes?
Ask the dude who takes 30 minutes.
Just chilling out. Okay.
Are you like a toothpaste roll? Are you like
No.
Are you like crimping the inside of your small intestine to
I've
get it out?
explained this before, but you know, like when you go take a shit, right? When you go take a shit, you sit down, and then it's just like that immediate relief that you get like a good like 70% out. And you could walk away.
I know what you're talking about.
You could walk away. You could walk away.
You're psychotic.
What do you mean it looks psychotic?
Look, he only brings 100% of the effort to the toilet.
This is why you're going to get hemorrhoids before the age of 50, God. Because you're trying to squeeze out the last 30, which isn't coming out. It's not ready.
Yeah, I thought you said you'd let gravity do its work.
If it was ready.
Yeah, that's because it takes 30 minutes.
Yeah,
no,
but,
it doesn't.
No, but if you're straining, that's not gravity doing its work. That's you forcing it out.
No. It's like you get 70% out, and then you could feel there's a bit more. There's a little bit more.
I reserve that for my afternoon shit.
You just gotta come back later.
Yeah.
That's like pre-ordering my afternoon
If you just
shit.
keep sitting, it's just you'll get it out.
No, you're forcing it out. That's it.
Why are you forcing it out?
That's literally how you get
You're
hemorrhoids.
going to get hemorrhoids because you're fucking forcing it out.
You know what? Fine. I'm gonna get hemorrhoids then.
I'll take my $100
when I get my $100,
the moment you get the diagnosis, you gotta give me 100, a clean 100.
You get a double bill,
Yeah.
one from Connor, one from the
I know
hospital.
the exact sensation you're talking about because I've been on the toilet where I've had the same feeling, and I'm like, I think it will come out if I sit here and just try and get it out for 30 minutes, and it's better to just walk away.
Yeah.
Just say no. It doesn't. I can't just be completely empty.
No,
I'm gonna come back when it wants to come out.
Look, I don't really care what doctors say. This is like when doctors say, don't use.
That's a good attitude.
I don't care what doctors say.
I don't care what doctors. It's like when doctors say, don't use cotton buds to clean your ears. It's like a lot of us are still gonna do it. Let's be honest, guys.
I listen to doctors.
Huh?
I listen to doctors when it suits my agenda.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to stare my fucking ears.
Exactly. You know what? If doctors say do not sit down for the rest of the 30% shit that you can tell is still in there after you take a shit, I'm gonna be like, but I'm gonna do a gamer move anyway. I'm gonna sit down.
What are you, my dad?
We gotta get a poop expert on the podcast.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
And honestly, why would you want
a fecologist?
Why would you want to deprive yourself of like just a nice, relaxing shit? I don't understand why.
No. Like I
we're
get
in the middle of fucking recording, gone, and you're not for 30
because like, I got
minutes.
shit to do.
Come on, we're waiting on you, and you're here like dangling it out, going, trying to get it out.
No. Sometimes it's just hard for me to focus.
So you don't want to shit in 1 minute. You want to take 30 minutes.
I think if I had to, I'd rather take 30 minutes.
That's preposterous.
I mean, like, I'm thinking.
That's such a long time.
Because I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking about it now, and it's like, on average, how long do I take?
That'd be like a Kursk video about your guys' lifespan. I'd be like, you spend 50 million hours sleeping, and then 2% of your life shit.
Hey, worth it.
Okay, here's the thing. Would you rather only be able to sleep for 1 hour or have to sleep 8 hours every single
Is
day
this
without
taking
fail.
into account that you'll be fine even after a 1 hour sleep?
Yeah, why the fuck would I want to sleep 1 hour? As in, like, you're saying that, like, I have the option
Like, you'll be fully rested even after an hour.
Yeah, you can, like...
100%.
Yeah, totally.
And I don't get the normal 16-hour, like, tired cycle, so I would get...
Yeah.
What time would I get tired? Would it be, like, 1 hour before I go to bed, or would I get tired, like, 8 hours before?
Let's say every night it happens between 1 and 2 a.m.
So I'm sleeping between, like, 2 and 3 a.m.
Yeah,
But I get tired around 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
But then but then by 5 a.m. you're fully awake and fully
Are you
rested.
kidding me? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's not
do
even
that.
a question.
Yeah.
The amount of time you have is insane.
Because think about it this way, Garn, right? Like, okay, you say
you just added 25% of active time to your life.
Because think about it this way, right? Like they say, like, you sleep for 8 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you get the full 8 hours.
Yeah.
But in your head, it doesn't feel like 8 hours. Does it? Does it?
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Because when you're asleep, you have no conception of time because you're asleep.
Yeah, but okay, when you wake up...
You judge it by waking up.
Yeah, you judge it by waking up, but still, sometimes you know when you've just... Okay, sometimes you oversleep. You know when you oversleep, right?
Totally.
Your body tells you, hey, you just slept a fuck ton, and you know that every time. I don't know. To me, I I look at sleep the same way I look at shitting. You know, is it always the most efficient use of time? No, obviously, if I could if I could cut out all shitting in my life, I would give myself X amount of more time in the day. You know, but do I enjoy the fact that I can look forward to like a good, nice, rested sleep? For like
but if you can get that within an hour,
the hour gives you that same sensation.
Also, let me propose this, Garn. If you only had to sleep for an hour and you'd be fully rested, that's more time for you to take a shit.
I'm literally just offering you more time. There's no downside. I'm just saying, hey, you can just have straight up more time in your life. And you're like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I'd rather spend that extra time that I have to be fully unconscious.
It's like I'm saying, do you want 7 hours a day extra to do shit? And you're like, no.
Do we need 7 hours a day to do extra shit?
God.
Do we need 7 hours a day?
We would be in flying cars if that was happening right now.
I would be watching all the shit that is on my backlog.
Yeah. I'd actually be watching anime.
I feel like
that's a lie.
Joey, that's an absolute lie. That's an absolute lie.
I'd be playing games.
That is an absolute lie. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, more time is great, I guess. In like the logical sense, would I be happier with more time? I don't know. I don't know if I'd be happy with more time.
I mean, like, sure, but like you would be able to, I mean, what you do with that extra time is up to you, right?
Yeah.
I think. So like, I think just even having that option is better off, especially for people in our position where we have to be, on our own time schedules and be as productive as we can with the limited amount of time we have. Think of how much shit we can make if you just had an extra, even 5 hours in a day.
We just become even more workaholics, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You can spend that extra 7 hours watching anime, playing games, doing whatever the fuck you want.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. You can use that time however much
that's
time
crazy.
you want.
I feel like when you have an abundance of something is when you stop appreciating what you have, That's like,
why aren't you like that with shitting then?
Sorry?
Why aren't you like that with shitting?
I do appreciate that. What are you talking about, Joey? I appreciate the time I have with shitting,
You certainly
Joey.
have an abundance of it, though, that's for sure.
You're saying that 23 hours a day is too much time for you.
I think it would be. I don't know, 23 hours a day, that's a lot of time, right? And yes, I could be a more productive member of society and all that kind of shit. Do I think I would be happier with 23 hours of time in the day? I don't know if I would be, because right now, I'm like let's say all three of us, every spare moment we fill that shit up with just doing more work. Right? We say to ourselves, hey, we would like to watch more anime, we would like to play more games, but you've had like a holiday where you have like a week off and then you just do nothing but become a degenerate and play games, watch anime, and then you're like, shit, I feel like shit. Because I didn't do anything but play games and watch anime for 7 days straight. And then you're like...
Yeah, but that's because you're playing it for 7 days straight. Like, if you had that extra 7 hours in the day, like, you would, after a while, once you actually got your body and mind into that rhythm, you'd be able to start, putting, a certain schedule together of like, okay, yeah, sure, I have that extra 7 hours, but I can maybe split it up with like, maybe 3 hours of that is working, and then 4 hours of it is doing whatever the fuck I want. right? I feel,
I mean, we could do that anyway, Joey. We people do
but
do that anyway.
You'd have more time. Think of how many JRPGs you could finish.
Joey, here's the thing,
You could finish Final Fantasy in a day.
Joey,
that's crazy.
Here's the thing, Joey. I do not believe for a second that if you had more time that you do all the things that you think that you're gonna do. Have you ever had that moment where you're in like you're in exam, like you're in exam period or something, right?
Yeah.
Or you're in like a period where you're in crunch time in work.
Sure.
And then all you can think about is, holy shit, if I had more time, I can't wait for this project to end. Because once this project ends, then I'm going to have time to do X, Y, and Z. And all you can think about is fantasizing about having this project end or having exams end.
Right.
And then exams end.
Yeah.
And you have all the time in the world. And you're like, the fuck do I do? What do I do now? What do I do now?
Speaking for yourself, Gon, after exams, I went hard.
You have like a day or two where you're like, shit, this is great. And then you're like,
I immediately was like, I can't wait to play 10 hours of games.
Yeah, totally.
And then I played 10 hours of games, and then 2 hours, like 2 days in, I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do with my time anymore. I
did not feel that way. I think I played it for like 7 months straight.
Dude, think of the amount of like new hobbies you can pick up, just even in that time. Like you could do whatever the fuck you want in that time.
Yeah, but with new hobbies, you'd have to like go with the circadian rhythm of the rest of the world anyway, you know? You aren't changing.
You don't have to, not necessarily. What if your new hobby is like building Gunpla? You can do that at 3 in the fucking... you can do that at 3 in the fucking morning.
I've learned that we live in a global world and there's always day somewhere. There's always going to be someone to hang out with or do stuff with.
Anytime you are awake, someone is awake on Discord.
I also have teleportation ability in this universe. So. It's really cool.
The only downside to only needing 1 hour of sleep is that long flights would be a fucking chore.
What do you mean?
Because you wouldn't be able to sleep through it. Because you'd only need an hour. And then if you're on a 12-hour flight, you'd just be awake for 11 hours doing what?
Watching anime.
Fuck that.
That's what I do, Joey. I just like, to me, flights just like,
watching the same,
it's my anime marathon.
I'll be watching
session.
the same Jason Statham movie 5 times in a row.
Oh yes, the Meg
Which is
1 and 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, to me, I feel like I definitely like my rest time, you know, and it's something I cherish, and it's something that I feel like I don't know if I would want to get rid of, even if I had the opportunity to get rid of.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's just me.
Gus 180 says, would you rather become an anime review channel or stop watching anime? Well, Joey actually got offered this exact conundrum in real life and took one of the options.
Yeah, I picked the correct one, I would like to think. Did you just read that just to roast?
Yeah.
You bastard.
All right, here we go. Here's a fun one. Would you rather watch only 5.0 and lower rated IMDb movies, or only watch 5.0 and lower rated anime based on my anime list?
Movies. Because movies that are like dog shit are funny, and anime that are really bad or under 5 are generally not funny.
Also, it's like anime series, right? That are 5 and less. That's longer than an average movie. So you'd be able to get through.
True, but
the movies faster.
I feel like, you know, let's take like, you know, IMDb movies versus my anime list. This is talking about entertainment shit, right?
Yeah.
What, Connor?
Just one of the fucking questions. He's a psychopath. Why would he write that?
Oh, the Demi one?
No, below that.
Oh.
Who comes up with that? Mike, are you good, bro? Sorry, Gon was explaining, and all I could focus on was that Mike said, would you rather be in a battle royale with all your friends and family, or be forced to strangle 100 innocent kids every day for the rest of your life?
How would you even find 100 innocent kids?
I love how they have to be innocent kids as opposed to evil kids.
And you'd have to do that every day.
Why 100
You'd run out of kids.
100 kids? That's it. Mike, what's wrong with you? You also didn't balance this, Mike. This is so badly balanced. Mike, you're a psychopath. Sorry, God, you're saying
now you just like fucking hacked
Mike's
my mind
out of fucking pocket, 100 strangling. I think Mike is like he pretty thought like 50. No, I'd do 50. That'd be too easy. Yeah, I'll do 100.
Okay, but to go back to the 5.0 one, right? Like,
we'll get to that one next. I want to answer that one.
I've seen a lot of anime.
You want to answer that one?
Yeah, I want to answer that one.
I thought we were.
I thought we were. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of anime that are 5.0 and below, and I've seen a lot of movies that are 5.0 and below. And on average, in my experience, I had a better time watching the lower rated movies.
Yeah,
than
me
I did
too.
the anime.
Like a bad movie is kind of fun because you know it's going to be over in 40 minutes by the time you realize it's so bad.
Like with 5.0 and lower anime, a lot of them are just like so mid that it's not even worth committing to. Like they're not even so bad that it's good.
It's also so painful, like watching a physical actor be like in a scene that is just bad is so much more
way funnier
because it's almost relatable. Like you can relate to the fact that this is probably awkward and shit for the actor as well.
The anime equivalent to that is just aggravating to watch.
Yeah, because someone had to animate it. Like, it's like someone fucked up. Either the music fucked up, either the voice acting's bad, or the animation is horrible. Like it's not fun to watch. It's just sad.
Yeah.
Like whereas watching someone be bad at acting is kind of like this weird catharsis where you're like, man, I can kind of relate and I sympathize, which makes it equally funny that they were cool sending this out.
I feel like I've seen more badly rated movies that I actually enjoy than badly rated anime that I actually enjoy.
Totally.
It's funny because if I see a 5.0 in an anime rating, I'm like, this shit is dog shit.
Yeah.
I think the worst rating you could possibly have is 5.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
If an anime is actually like technically mid, like the actual technical definition of the word mid, it's terrible.
The only thing worse than a bad anime is a forgettably mid anime, which
is,
a lot of 5.0 and lower are.
Yeah, and it's weird. Sometimes I've seen 5.0 or like kind of like that kind of like rating scale in movies, and some of them have just really interesting ideas that are just executed really badly.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a 5.0 anime, it's probably going to be generic harem or generic
isekai.
I shut the fuck up, Joe.
That's why you've seen so many of them.
Why you got to arm me out?
Yeah, well, that's the
like
thing, right? So it's like I would much rather just see like a really like terrible movie that is just so terrible that it's funny.
Yeah.
Rather than just watching a bunch of shows I'm going to forget immediately after I finish watching it.
Yeah.
So I take the movies anyway.
All right, yeah, I take the movie as well.
All right, let's answer the fucking psychotic one then.
All right,
what were you going to say on this,
out-of-pocket we've won so far? Would you rather be in a battle royale with all your friends and family, or be forced to strangle 100 innocent kids every day for the rest of your life?
What is your opinion that won't possibly get you on a watch list?
Well, Joey, them kids, man.
So why are you killing potentially?
This is just the Aaron question, right?
Yeah.
This Aaron, you asked this to Aaron Yeager.
Why not both? Yeah, he was like,
why not both? Actually,
why not 80% of all of them?
What if it's a battle royale with all your friends and family, or just a battle royale with 100 innocent kids? Would that make it better?
It's not even a battle royale, bro. It'd be a massacre. What are those kids gonna do?
I just
fight back?
I just wanted to answer this question because the battle royale with your friends and family, I think would be pretty epic. Yeah. You know? It'd be an epic way to go. I don't think I'd win, you know? But
I would argue a lot of, especially Asian families, do this with family wills.
That's so true.
So it's already happening.
Your grandma dies, load up the fucking Fortnite music.
Where are we dropping, Grandma?
Yeah. Holy shit. You have the fucking long lost uncle you haven't seen in 20 years suddenly pop in the map, and you're like, what the fuck?
Shit, he was worth how much?
What the fuck did you spawn in?
Oh, goddamn.
All right. Move to a different country every year, or live in America for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's a doozy, because moving sucks. So does America.
You have 193 countries to choose from, right? So you're not going to cover every single country in your lifetime.
You would get so good at just living in places for kind of short periods of time.
Yeah.
It'd almost be better if it was like 1 month, because then I could just get used to just not being in the same place all the time.
What if you could just, like, instead of having to go through the process of moving, let's say you could just, like, spawn and have your place, like, have a different...
too easy.
Have a different place.
No, then I'd definitely choose that.
Yeah, because
that's way too easy.
Is there 100 and, like, how many years do we have left? That's
60 if we're being
generous. Let's assume 60. Okay.
We're being really generous.
Are there 60 different countries in the world that you think you'd be happy living in?
Yeah. I'm down to try.
I'd say, I'm down to try.
A year gives me enough time to either I absolutely fucking hate it or I like it. It gives me enough time to figure it out.
But living in America for the rest of my life.
You're basically saying
I'll know in a week.
I could do America though. I think I could do it. I can make it work.
It depends where.
I'm basically American.
It depends where.
You are basically American.
Okay, what if, let's change the question a bit. Okay, what if it's move to a different country every year? Or live in a different state every month for the rest of your life?
No, well, fuck no. I'm not going to choose that. That's psychotic. I'm going to pick that.
I actually think I'd pick living in America for the rest of my life over moving a different country.
I think so.
Really?
At a certain point, there are different
things. You just want to stop moving.
Yeah, at a certain point, it would just
can't really have kids.
Yeah, I can't really have kids, or the kids would be really unhappy.
Can't have pets, really, because you're moving all the time.
You know that feeling where you just have a house and you're like, fuck, I can buy the furniture now and know that this is the furniture that I want, that is going to remain, instead of just having Airbnb furniture. There's so many like micro things that you take for granted about just having a physical place that you know you're going to be in for X amount of years in your life, and taking that away, I mean, it's obviously exciting to move to a new place, but only you do that enough times and it just kind of gets stressful.
Yeah.
Knowing that you can't plant your roots. Now that you can't plant your roots somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, there would definitely be enough countries in the world, I think, where I'd be pretty happy living in for the rest of my life. But yeah, that now that you said the whole moving process, that does sound like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
All right, Americans, you get the W this time. Fuck's sake.
Coconut asks, would you rather try to cuddle with a polar bear or kill and eat a penguin with your bare hands?
What kind of question is this? One of them is you die or you get food.
Yeah, I'm sorry, penguin. You're gone.
Why the fuck would I try and I die?
Yeah. This should just be, would you rather kill and eat a penguin or kill yourself? I'd rather kill and eat a penguin, actually.
Well, I've listened to enough Joe Rogan podcasts to know.
Okay.
To know, guys.
Jonathan, eating a penguin gives you gonorrhea.
Jonathan's a really good one, actually.
Right.
All right, what is it?
Would you rather lose your taste buds or lose all of your memories from the past 5 years of your life?
Ooh.
Both would be horrible.
Both would be horrible, especially for us, because the past 5 years have been pretty nice. I think for the most part.
For me, I would choose lose my taste buds. I don't know. Actually,
I would choose lose my memories for the past 5 years.
Really?
I can ask people what I did. I can. I just realized my wedding was in the past 5 years.
Okay. Here's the thing.
All trash taste is in the past 5 years.
Here's a caveat, right? To make it more fair, because I think losing your taste bud is a huge deal, and I think 5 years that we can probably think of some ways to make it easy.
Yeah.
Nobody knows you've taken this deal. Not even you. If you take the deal to lose your memories.
Oh, so you're not even aware you've lost your memories.
You've lost your memories, but you don't understand why you've lost them.
Right.
Okay.
Which would make this probably more traumatic. But
yeah, you just made the deal worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to say, because I think actually the memories is kind of stacked right now. I think the memories is too strong.
Yeah. See, I think my logical reasoning of why I would rather lose my taste buds is because, yes, you lose your sense of taste, but you still have your sense of smell, which is kind of like taste.
Fuck, Joe. No.
This is why you go to restaurants, by the way. He's smelling on the outside.
Even if you can't taste the food, you can still smell the food. So it's kind of like tasting it.
No, Joey, no.
Yeah, because you know that experiment of how they make you smell one food and then they make you eat something that's completely different and it completely changes the way of how you taste that food. It's called an olfactory system for a reason. It's all connected.
There's still taste being a part
of
that.
That's what what I'm saying is losing your taste buds and only your taste buds doesn't necessarily get rid of taste in general. It's there, but just in spades.
Joe just goes to restaurants, has one whiff, and he's like, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
I've eaten. I'm full. Take it back. Oh, I'm so full. I couldn't.
Come to the chef.
I couldn't smell another bite.
I possibly could.
But if you lose all your memories in the past 5 years, then that's just there's no backup for that.
Tanjiro is just having an all-you-can-eat buffet.
When he goes to the gas station, he's like, I'm full. I couldn't smell another drop.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm full up.
I think I would go for the memories.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because I think that would just be sad. Because say for example, even if someone was there to
all my shit's on camera.
Yeah, but
say you want YouTubers.
Making it harder, Gon. All right.
Yeah.
I don't have any fucking pictures as well. What do I have, Gon? I gotta have something.
You have the friends. You have the friends that you had.
Yeah.
And that will carry
because I feel like hearing those memories again would be really sad, because like a lot of those memories would be fun, but then you'd get that sense of sadness of like, well, it sucks because I don't remember ever experiencing it.
You gotta live without your taste buds. Okay. Actually, let me choose losing my memories. Because I can watch Attack on Titan for the first time all over again, baby.
Yeah, I honestly
think about how many anime you can watch. You can watch Arcane again for the first time, man.
That actually was a good point.
God, you underestimate how little shows I've watched in the past 5 years. There isn't a lot to rewatch.
My entire life in Japan, I wouldn't remember.
Yeah, your entire life in Japan, you would not remember.
Bro, think about
and then how confused would you be when you suddenly wake up and you're like, where the fuck am I?
I guess I would know zero Japanese as well.
Yeah. All the friends you made here, gone. All the memories you made on Trash Day,
it's not like it's only the memories that are going. The friends are still gonna be there. Japan's gonna still be here. You can make new memories. It's okay. It's like
this does fucking suck.
It does suck, but like with your taste buds, you live with that shit for the rest of your life.
I don't think I would want to live on this earth if I couldn't eat nice food.
But you can. You can still smell it.
No.
I'm telling you, you can still fucking smell the food. And that's a big part of your like eating food experience is smelling like eating something while you've had like a stuffed nose is completely different to just being normal.
Oh, it's still completely different, but it's better that I can taste like a little bit of it. Without taste buds, you remove one of the little happiness you get every day.
Gigantic.
Okay, gigantic, whatever, you know.
Tasting that coffee in the morning. Oh!
Would you rather have no arms or no legs?
Fuck's sake.
No legs.
No legs?
Let's go.
Why? Because you can't game?
Or you can't game. Oh my god. We are a bunch of monkeys in shoes.
I feel that like, you know, there are a lot of, it is easier to, I don't know. I feel like the things that I really value in life, I do with my arms. And obviously getting around, playing games, all this stuff, I can do without arms, but I think I just would like to be able to.
Also, prosthetic legs are a thing.
Prosthetic legs are fucking sick.
And like we have like,
arms are getting better.
We have like, the technology of like robotic or like automated arms or whatever, like for people who don't have an arm is getting better. But
the legs are fucking sick.
But the legs are like, they're next level now,
Well, that's presumably, it depends what type you have, because some people can't have those.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not every, it doesn't work.
Well, wheelchairs, everything. That's fine.
I'm chilling. I think I'm down because
there's more you can do with your hands than with your feet.
I would get jacked in my arms as well.
I'd be like Joe Swanson in Family Guy. I'd be huge.
All right.
Wait, was there another? I think there's one good one. Was that right? What was the?
Which one?
Would you rather fight 10 parents at the same time? Like 10, 100 children?
What's with the fighting children?
You're saying here's some wild shit. Would you rather have Sydney's hentai preferences or Joey's hentai preferences?
Well, boys, I don't know if I have a say in this.
I don't want either, I'll be real with you.
I mean, I would rather my own.
Well, obviously.
But what do you guys think?
What is your like textbook's example of your preferences?
Well, I know Sydney's textbook preferences, and it's a lot of like.
I don't want Sydney's.
Really, it's shit I don't even touch.
I mean, I know Sydney's hentai preferences.
I think I'd go for yours just out of like, I have no choice. But like, what is yours? What would you, like, I'm just saying that because I don't even want Sydney's. I just fucking don't want
anyone's but Sydney's wins by default because it doesn't have NTR and ugly bastard.
Yeah. And Guru. Like any of those fucked up ones.
Sydney likes really fucked up stuff.
You'd have to play, if you had Sydney's hentai preferences, you would have to play some of the most like abominable like era Guru shit.
I feel ashamed whenever I even like see those, and I'm like, man, it's sad that my other bros out there are watching this.
Someone's watching this.
It's just sad. Someone's getting off to like ugly bastards.
Although,
like,
if you had my hentai preferences, you would have to watch every single hentai that ever comes out, whether it's good or bad.
What does that mean? Why?
Because that's what I do.
I
I give everything a go and like see if it's good or bad.
What's your preference? That's not preference.
My preference is I watch everything.
Okay, all right. Fine.
Okay.
So you'd have to sit through probably a lot of shit you don't like.
I just click it and I see if it says any categories that I don't fuck with. I just don't watch it, which is 90% of hentai nowadays.
Well, which I think is what that you just described a preference. that's the same for me or Sydney.
That's just a taste.
Yeah.
One of them is literally, would you rather be a rapist or Kirito? That's so funny. Would you rather become the MC of Radio Vahila and do what he did, or become the Black Swordsman, aka Kirito? This guy literally thinks he's like, man.
He's like, I know the boys hate Kirito, but
how is Sword Art Online got such a bad rap where people think this is like a legit question?
it's just an easy punching bag, isn't it?
Like, you get like intense trauma your entire life, then become a hideous, horrible human being, or become a protagonist of Sword Art Online.
Or just have a nice, cushy life playing video games, get married, and have girls fawn over you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't fuck with Kirito normally, but I'm definitely fucking with him in this instance.
Would you rather be right or be happy?
Well, I can tell you for one thing, guys. Trash taste is one of them.
I feel
and
like
it's not right.
I feel like a lot of people would say happy, but I think a lot of people secretly would rather be miserable and be right all the time.
Well, it depends who you're asking, right?
If you're being British, isn't it?
Yes, actually. I think actually I would rather be right all the time.
What are you?
I fucking knew you.
What are you, Reddit?
And because it would get to the point where I'm always right, and then everyone would fucking be like, dude, he's always right. He's fucking, fuck, it sucks to be right.
Yeah, then you wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be happy. It would just be miserable.
I think I would get happiness eventually from being right all the time.
But here's the question I always like struggle with. Would you rather be ignorant and happy, or knowledgeable and miserable? You know, because
Ignorant and happy. Ignorant and happy.
Because I get this I get this sometimes whenever
There's no punishment for being ignorant. You know what I mean? Like you don't know, you're ignorant. You're just happy. That's all you know.
just
I think
happy.
I'd rather be ignorant and happy.
Yeah, the smart person.
But like I think at some point we made the conscious choice to stop being ignorant, and
Yeah, but there is the saying, ignorance is bliss.
Well, because getting like learning and getting knowledge and expanding is addictive, but also dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, because okay, you know, there's a moment in our childhood, I guess, where we were fucking ignorant, but you know, we were happy about that a lot of the times, and I feel like as an adult, I have happiness.
Were we ignorant or were we just unknowledgeable? Because I think there's a difference.
Well,
we were just fucking idiots because we're kids.
Yeah, we were kids. Well, ignorant, that's the same thing, right?
No, ignorant means no. What is the definition of ignorance? Ignorant is like
you're doing it right now, Joey.
well, no, I'm not being ignorant because I want to know, so I know I'm wrong.
Ignorant is like you are completely like to lack a large amount of awareness on a subject.
Yeah.
Discourteous,
lacking knowledge or awareness in general, uneducated or unsophisticated.
Unsophisticated. God damn.
God damn.
Google, you didn't have to go in that hard.
Yo, Google,
it's like
Jesus.
you don't think about maybe like what else there is out there. Maybe you're content with like you're very like you know,
right, like closed-minded.
Yeah,
not closed-minded.
Not closed-minded.
No, just like
that's like conscious ignorance. You know, if you consciously block off the rest of the world, then you're consciously choosing to be ignorant, right? But there is a point where we made the I guess like the conscious decision to go outside our bounds, to go outside of, let's say, our little town or our bubble, our world, and we chose to become more knowledgeable about the world. Did it make me happier? I don't know if it did. Honestly, sometimes I see a lot of people in like the small towns that we came from, and I'm like, damn, they're just fucking happy, man.
Yeah.
They're just happy living their life and just having, you know, living their life in their bubble. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing because I'm fucking jealous of them. Well,
they're content, right?
Yeah, content's the wrong word. I mean, some of them are content. Some of them are genuinely just like, some of them are genuinely just happy living the lives that they have, and that's completely fine. And I think to myself, there was a point in my life, in my childhood, when I was that happy, when I didn't when I was just happy with the things I had. There was a point in my lives where this is the best kind of like allegory. No, that's not the right word. This is the best
analogy.
That's what I was looking for. There was a point in my life when I was just happy fucking eating chicken wings at McDonald's for my mum every day of my life. Yeah. I did not.
Amen.
I did not crave Japanese food. I did not crave Japanese food. I did not crave all of these other kinds of like foods. And then suddenly I go out, I try Nando's for the first time, and I'm like, now I crave Nando's.
Yeah. You have like you can like when you try all these new things and explore, you almost then you're like, okay, but I need to keep satisfying. Things that I've done.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And
like, I never would have fucking eaten Thai food.
Yeah.
If I'd have stayed in Wales, or I would have had it once and been like, oh wow, look at this.
Yeah.
Oriental cuisine.
Ooh, look at this. Ooh, and then I think to myself, am I happier now, or was I happier back then, being ignorant of the larger world? And so, like, I guess my question,
depressing, isn't it?
My question is, would you go back to that kind of ignorance and just like forget all your memories?
Fuck no.
And just go back to being that
I'd be on the same path regardless. I'd always find a way to fuck myself over. And kind of want more.
I can't change the future.
I can't change who I am, gone.
Yeah. If you could go back in time and be like, actually, you just stay in your little Welsh town.
I would maybe go back for like a week, but I wouldn't want to relive the whole thing again.
Yeah.
Just purely based on nostalgia, it would be nice to go back to that childish mentality of the world is just like this brand new thing and there's so much to learn and there's so much you don't know. And like, because I've always had the enjoyment of going out there and learning something. You being like, oh wow, I never knew about this thing. This is cool. I'm a dumb idiot. I don't know anything about anything.
Yeah.
But like, would I want to then relive my entire adolescence again going through that? Maybe not. I'm pretty happy with how much knowledge I have and the lack of knowledge I have that I'm still yet to learn. So, yeah, I do it for a limited time.
Do you think Luffy wants to find One Piece?
I don't even know if he knows anything, to be honest.
What do you think is going to happen after he finds it? He's just like
kill himself. It's not what I was hoping
for. What if it's all about knowing it's out there and the journey to find it, rather than the actual ending of finding it yourself? He
becomes a dictator.
Yeah, he goes back to Garp and he's like, "You're right, Granddad. I should have joined the Marines."
Now
this shit was whack.
Now everything that Roger did is
he's gonna become a martyr.
Yeah. It makes so much more sense now that you think about it. Yeah.
And he's gonna inspire the next generation of pirates by becoming a martyr. And then we get One Piece 2.
Two piece.
Wow.
Would you rather have stands exist in real life or Nen exist in real life?
Nen.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think because there's more of a variety of Nen, and there's so much more you can do with Nen than...
Absolutely not. There's not more variety of Nen.
Yeah.
Fucking stands are like insane. Like
stands are insane, but Nen is more moldable. You know what I mean? Like Nen, you can kind of do whatever your will is.
Yeah.
Stands, you're pre-given.
Obviously, it's a skill issue that you need to be born with, but so is stands. So, you know.
But I feel like stands get so like eerily specific.
Yeah. Also, you can't impress a non-stand user by having a stand, but you can impress a non-Nen user with Nen.
Gaunt would be like, my stand ability is that every time the clock strikes 11, I can suck back in the fart if I have a fart. And if I do, it causes a minor explosion somewhere in a fourth world country.
Connor's ability would be like, every time I sit down for the toilet, even if it doesn't have a bidet, I can still summon the bidet stand.
My stand wipes my ass for me.
My stand bidets my asshole. So it's permanently clean.
My stand is just Ask Jeeves. It's just...
Yeah, I just think like with just how the Nen system is based, I think there's more of a variety and there's more of a, there's more of an opportunity to have like way cooler powers in Nen than you can with stands.
So,
although they are very fucking similar.
This question is fucking weird. Vry asks, would you rather be the main character in a monster-themed hentai or a side character in Isekai where you know you will die? So basically, have sex with a monster or die.
I think I'd rather die.
Yeah, I think I'd rather die too.
Oh, I was going to say most things.
Well, it depends on the monster.
Yeah, okay. So monsters range differently.
I've seen anime's definition of monster.
The ugliest fucking orc alive.
Yeah.
Kill me.
Look, but if we're talking like, Daily Lives of Monster Musume, sign me the fuck up.
Exactly. What kind of monsters are we talking about? Are we talking
about... Same for like humans. It's like the most grossest human beings, politicians, you know, you'd have sex with them. You're like, no, I'm good. I'll die.
I will take death.
So what you're asking is, do you want to take a chance in having the worst fucking experience possible? So it's basically like...
It also really depends. Am I top or bottom?
Why does that depend? Wait, what? What?
I think that's a valid question. Am I top or am I bottom?
Presumably, since it's a monster, it's probably top.
Wait, tell me why it matters.
Because if I'm going to fuck a monster, I'd rather fuck a monster than be fucked by a monster. I'm just being real with Joel. I would rather fuck a monster in the butt than get butt fucked by a monster.
Is it a deal breaker?
Kinda.
Okay, what if the monster's a top? Are you killing yourself?
I'm killing myself.
I was just like, imagine the
I
one
ain't no
criteria.
power bottom.
The
Fuck
one
that.
criteria between you and fucking low tier godding yourself is like, am I top or bottom? I'm bottom. All right.
It's like if like Morbius was like, you get the blue or the red pill. It's like, am I a top in the blue?
Yeah.
What?
I want to be top, bro.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if you could like be fucking the most hideous monster of all time. It's like some Lovecraftian monster that Gen Nobuchi.
If I do it from the back,
crafted.
I can't see its face, you know?
Oh my god.
Can we put any of this in? I don't know. All right, the next ones we are going to go through are some would you rather questions that our producer has put together. So, by the way, big thank you to you guys who got selected on the Patreon. And if you want to be involved in future videos and watch extra Patreon-only content, then again, go to patreon.com/trashtaste. Links in the description.
Come on, do it.
But let's go through some pre-selected questions that our producer has got for us. So let's see what we got.
Would you rather always have BO and not know it, or always smell BO on everyone else?
Oh,
It's just a anime convention experience, isn't it?
I don't mind the smell of BO much.
It depends on the BO.
I mean, nasty ones, but I generally don't mind it.
I've smelled some dank BO before.
Oh,
It depends how
no,
close
bro.
I am. Like if I'm not that close to you, I don't really care if you have BO.
Oh no!
But if I'm like this and I get a proper whiff, I'm like, oh fuck.
No, have you not smelled some BO that is just like rancid?
No.
It literally smells like trash.
Okay, actually, there's one or two times I can.
Yeah.
It's mainly
Yeah.
like when someone.
It's rare, but
Yeah,
there are
it's
some
rare.
where it's like, God
But
damn, you are
I
dank.
remember my first
But most
experience
BO
with
is
this.
not that bad.
Sorry?
Most BO is minor.
Most BO is
Most
mild,
BO
yes.
is like minor.
I'm fine with. I'd rather not subject other people to me.
As someone with dank BO.
Yeah. I mean, okay, what if you have like the worst BO in the world and like you have like the stinkiest fucking BO you can imagine?
Okay, here's the question though, right? If you selected the second option of always smell BO on everyone else, that doesn't necessarily mean you also won't have BO. Right?
Well, presumably you wouldn't have BO.
Yeah.
Because the option is having BO.
Yeah.
Right. But it didn't specifically say that, so I needed to make sure.
Yeah, I think I'd rather you'll smell BO because also you might be like, people won't want to hang out with you if you stink. I can tolerate other people. I don't mind. You know what I mean? I'm chill.
Yeah.
I'm chill. But you would be, you know, you'd lose friends possibly.
I always do smell BO on everyone else anyway, like in real life, so I'd rather just do that.
I always smell BO as well. That's my problem.
All right. Would you rather lose all your friends but keep your BFF, or lose your BFF and keep the rest of your buds?
Ooh. So would you rather have one and only one really, really good friend, or never have a really, really good friend, but just a lot of like
I'd rather keep the BFFs.
medium friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have the BFF.
I think you only need a few very, very close friends in your life. I mean, obviously having a lot of friends is definitely an extra and it's cool, but you know, having that one, just sometimes having that one friend that will come to you whenever you need, or whenever you're in the time of need, that's what you need most in life.
Yeah, I think that's an easy question.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Would you rather walk in on your parents or have them walk in on you?
Have you ever walked in on parents?
Don't think so.
I did when I was a kid.
Oh.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Bro, why do you say it like it's like a traumatic event?
Because it was a
I mean,
traumatic.
it is. Every time,
Every kid, for any kid, it's a traumatic event.
if it happened to me, it would be a traumatic event for me as well.
So which one would you rather?
I don't know. Both are like equally traumatic.
The
right?
one is like, do you want to subject? Do you think your parents would?
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay, well, you got a look on your face.
If you get walked in on, would you choose your mum or your dad if you had?
To walk in on me? Oh, dad, 100%. My dad would be like you, Joe. He'd stand over me. Eat her! Consume, child!
Imagine your dad walking in on you.
It's like, you'll be stronger after this, boy.
Oh, Joe, lock the fucking door, you can.
Yeah. You'd be like, that's weak.
Because I feel like, okay, here's the thing. If my dad walked in, we would have the acknowledgement to like never talk about it.
Okay. Well,
I mean, my dad's walked in on me jacking off before.
I think most guys would pick their dads, right? So
yeah,
that's
totally.
That's an easy call. But which one would you rather? You walk in on your parents or your parents walk in on you?
I think.
Which parent are we talking about? That's why I asked.
Both.
Both?
Yeah, both of them at the same time coming in.
I feel like if both walk in, that's better than just my mum walking in.
Okay.
You know, my dad would say...
Just your mum walks in.
Okay.
Because if both my parents walked in, my mum would be like, what the fuck? And my dad would be like, let him cook. Hold up.
My dad would make the situation bearable.
Hold up, let him come.
God.
My mum would be like, so we need to like sit down and talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one is it? Why should you walk in on your parents or your parents walking on you?
I think I'd rather have them walk in on me.
I think I'd rather have them walking on me.
Yeah, because then it feels like it's the natural circle of life.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, yeah.
Because they're
good.
parents, they understand.
Yeah, you got to do it. If I walk in and then I'm like, dude, you've already done it. I'm already here. You can pack it up.
Yeah.
I feel like I would feel less bad if they walked in on me than if I walked in on them. I think they'd feel way more embarrassed than I would. I don't know what this is about me, but I think I'd be like, whatever.
I think most people would take getting walked in on by their parents over walking in on their parents. I don't know.
I think so.
Everyone I've talked to has walked in on.
That's if you have chill parents, though. You have like really like annoying parents or parents that are like not good. They'd like always bring it up or something. Really
would they? I don't think they would.
They might. I don't know, man. You have good parents.
My parents never brought it up.
What about getting walked on by...
But it remains in my memory forever.
What about getting walked in on by a sibling? I'm asking this question because I can't answer this question.
I think I would rather have my parents walk in on me, to be honest.
Would you rather have your parents walk in on you or your sibling
But it's
walk in on
different,
you?
right? Because he has brothers.
Oh, you have brothers.
And I have a sister.
Yeah,
so
but it's also
if
like...
I had a brother, I think I'd be like, whatever about it. But with a sister... That's just fucking awkward as shit. Like I would rather have
with brothers. It's like it's all about having one up on each other.
Yeah,
if a brother walks in and he's kind of got one up on you. He's like, I've seen it.
Oh, he can blackmail you now.
Yeah, he's got no game. That's all right. You know what I mean?
Tiny dick.
I see the genetics didn't go to you.
Yeah, well, like the sister, I imagine you can be like, I'm so sorry, that was really far. But the brother would be like.
I don't even want to imagine that. Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
If my brother walked in, he'd probably be like, Lamau. You shout it like loser. Tell the whole house.
Yeah.
Would you rather be in history books for something terrible or be forgotten completely after you die?
I think I'd rather be forgotten completely after I die.
Yeah, I guess this is just, do you have an ego?
It's the question of how famous do you how famous are you willing to be?
I mean, yeah, I'd rather just die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because then my family would have to deal with it.
How terrible are we talking?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
How terrible are we talking here?
Well, think of
history books pretty fucking bad.
Think of every terrible person you've learned throughout history. There's never been someone like in a history textbook who's like, I mean, what he did wasn't that bad. You know, it's always something like, what the hell?
There is, but I mean.
Yeah, but they're not the ones that are remembered, right? The ones that you remember the most are like the really bad
all right. But what if you were just remembered for being like mega cringe? Like, not even like not even like doing something.
Okay,
name me someone in a history book that is mega cringe.
This is just like asking, would you rather have a super cringe life or die? And no one else remember you were super cringe. Obviously, I would just rather not be cringe.
No, because I do wonder, historians, please tell me, who is the biggest clown in history, right?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of clowns, but I don't think the concept of cringe existed. You know,
Joey, the concept of cringe has always existed.
We don't remember cringy people. We remember awful people and heroic people. We kind of don't.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, how far does the power of cringe take you?
Not generational. Cringe is not generational.
Do you think Henry VIII was pretty cringe?
Yeah, but he was more of a horrible person, which is what he was remembered for.
Yeah, but no one was like, my lord, that was pretty cringe.
Okay. But if people would say, if people could, they would definitely fucking say that. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me?
My lord, that was an L.
My lord. This is going in the cringe collection.
This is going in the cringe collection.
Unfortunately, if you called him cringe, you would have just gotten fucking beheaded at the time. But
Yeah.
like, if you could,
I mean, that's
we
someone.
we look back on it.
That's someone who would have been in the history books. He got beheaded for calling the king cringe.
That's kind of cringe.
I think that's what some of his wives did too. Actually, that's the real reason.
His wives died of cringe.
It's like Henry, you're like being a bit cringe right now, Henry. I'm not going to lie.
Kill them. Behead them for pointing out
Henry,
that I'm
you
cringe.
literally creating a new fucking state of religion just so you can get around divorce laws, Henry. That's
pretty cap.
That's a little
Henry.
cringe, Henry.
That's cap, Henry. Come on now.
English people are cringe.
Yeah, let's just go through British history, and like who is that person that gets remembered for being like the biggest like incest? You know, talking about cringe, like the biggest like genetically incestual like baby that has ever been born or something.
It's one of the kings, right?
Yeah, it's one of the kings, right?
Isn't it like the Russian family? No, am I crazy?
Is it the Russian? I thought it was a British one.
Was it?
I thought it was French.
Who's the most incestuous person alive?
We all have we all have different kinds.
Why does God not know this off by heart, given his taste?
The most inbred family.
Oh, there we go. The Cult clan.
Oh, I have seen a video on this.
Oh no, this is going to a complete.
No, this is like modern. This is modern day.
This is modern day.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like royal family.
Yeah.
Where you see
Who's the most incestuous royal family member?
Why are we Googling this? What's wrong with us?
Just curious.
I'm just curious because I don't
What
know.
happened?
I don't know anything else about what these people did aside from the fact that
King Charles of Spain.
Oh.
Well, we were all wrong.
yeah,
Had rotting insides.
Jeez.
Oh, the Habsburgs. Oh, the Habsburgs.
Of the 11 marriages during the reign of the
they got a
Spanish
fun history.
Habsburgs, only 2 were not incestuous. God damn.
The history is super interesting, by the way. I watched a bunch of videos about it. It was very... And they're also famous for the jaw.
yeah.
Have you seen the jaw?
No.
Go to
Type in the Habsburg jaw.
You just go to... Oh, no, just click images and you'll...
Oh,
Yeah, just click images and you'll see. Okay. Yeah, like it's literally the first thing that comes up.
Oh,
It's this jaw.
Right. God damn.
Literally
And
the
this,
Squidwards.
I feel I don't know anything else about the history of this aside from the fact that, hey, this is pretty cringe. That's all. That's what I was trying to say. You know,
Is this where the Giga Chad meme started?
No, that's inbreeding, not Giga Chad.
I'm like, hey, this is incest, pretty cringe, right?
That is pretty cringe. That is pretty cringe.
Why is Mark Zuckerberg?
I don't know why Mark Zuckerberg's there. What the fuck?
Wait, does he have it?
No.
No, he doesn't. So
No, he
why is
doesn't.
it there?
Look
Okay.
at that side profile on the second image.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There's no way that's real.
God
That's
damn.
like a TikTok filter. That's, you know the
the Habsburg jaw filter,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
on TikTok.
Jesus.
Would you rather be able to speak any language or be able to communicate with animals?
Animals?
Yeah.
Hands down.
Animals.
Any language, bro. I Google Translate.
The Australian in me is saying animals.
Animals would be fucking sick. You'd have a whole fucking career immediately just because you can speak to these fuckers.
Yeah, totally.
I would charge 10 grand an hour for rich fucks who want to like impress their dog. We're like, what's he saying? He's
saying you're pretty cringe.
I'm like, he loves you.
But what if you can understand every animal and they're just like fucking suffering, or they say they hate
You
you?
just
or
like
something?
pass a dog that's barking like, help, help.
You're like, everything I know is a lie. I thought they were just permanently happy, but they're not.
Because I'd be so rich from being the animal whisperer.
Yeah, I just
That
go
I
up to
would-
that dog and be like, get over
Yeah,
it.
but no one would,
That would throw a
but no one would
$10 bill
believe
at
you. But no one would believe you.
we would do tests to prove.
How would they test it?
All right. Okay. Let's say.
Brainwave activity.
Well, we could be like, there's like a
Science.
bunch of different. I'm sure there's ways we can test it.
The only way you could test it if people could talk to animals
Okay, well,
already.
God, you give me 2 seconds to figure out a test here. That's very scientific. All right.
right.
There is definitely a way you could prove that you can understand what the animal's saying. There's got to be. There has to be. I can't think of a thing on the spot,
Yeah.
but there's got to be a way. Because like think about it.
But
There's,
how would you prove that you can understand what animals say when like no one else understands what an animal says.
You would simply just set up some experiments that would require like a feedback loop that would not require any anything. Like you could prove that you understand what they're saying and react to it by like giving them the X thing they ask for, and that they could react to it all the time. Listen, you probably wouldn't be able to get to the point where everyone is 100% sure, but you could get to the point where everyone's like, why is this guy so good at calming down all of these animals? And like figuring shit out.
It's like the trick is simple. I go up to the animal and go, chill, dog.
Fucking Chris Pratt with the like.
I would be. Someone in the fucking comments, figure this out for me. I don't have
I'm too lazy to do it myself.
I don't have the fucking time right now to figure this out. But there's got to be a way where if you could perfectly communicate with an animal and understand it, that you could easily devise a way to prove
we've seen examples of like, you know, certain animals that have like shown really high intelligence, right? Like, you know, there's like that fucking elephant that like knows how to paint and shit.
That's like saying like, I guess in a certain way, if I can speak Japanese to Joey or some foreign language that only the both of us speak, how could I prove to you that I'm speaking with Joey in it?
Yeah, because like if I I could literally go up to a monkey and go spin around 3 times.
Yeah, but
I just told him to spin around 3 times.
Like, and he starts doing it. Like then you're like,
you can show it in
don't
action.
Speak here, but that's like saying, Connor, you don't speak fucking
but
alien language.
you could tell a dog to like, you know, do a trick.
You bring me your animal, an animal I've never seen before. I'm like, what's up? What do you want? What's up? I'm like, hey, you got to help me out here. They want me to.
Yeah, but what if you told that animal to do something that you would almost never see that animal do naturally?
What I'm saying, what you said is just like, how could you prove that you understand an animal? So it's like talking back to you.
How can I prove that I understand this foreign language? Like we'd get input, right? I'd be like, if I was like, what do you want me to tell him to do?
I don't know. If I didn't understand Japanese, and obviously there is no kind of like baseline of Japanese as a language, I don't know how I would prove that. I would just have to trust that.
I'm talking to a bunch of monkeys, right? And I'm like, all right, here's a bunch of bananas, monkeys, eat them all. And then you're like, all right, now make them stop eating. Guys, stop eating the bananas. I don't know who they are. And they stop eating them. You're like, okay, well, something's happening here. We don't know for sure, but
you can prove that something's happening. But
it's the same with language. I can prove that like I know this language, but you don't know 100%.
If you get that animal to do like not just like one movement, but like get them to do like a sequence of movements that they would almost never exhibit naturally.
You would be able to communicate.
Yeah, because you could tell them to do it. Like if you do these like arbitrary tasks, I will give you a shitload of bananas.
Obviously, they're still the same intelligence, so you'd have to work around that. Yeah. And that would be the tricky part, because if I was talking to a human, we can start devising like really complicated solutions to proving 100%, but we work with whatever the animal has. Yeah. And I'd be like, okay, what's the animal I can communicate the most and is most able to follow or communicate with me? And I can be like, hey, I can promise to give you all this stuff and we can work out what you want and I can help you out here, but you got to help me out.
Yeah.
So you could devise something.
Haven't they tried teaching animals language?
Yeah.
Like
but
language
the problem is that they don't speak language.
Yeah, I know. Well, like
they just remember
a form of like communication.
Yeah.
They've already taught a gorilla sign language or something.
I'm sure there's an animal that could be able to communicate one way with you where you could find a way to figure it out, because all you need is one of you to understand what the other's saying to start figuring something out here.
Yeah.
The only caveat in this choice would be that you would also probably hear a lot of intrusive thoughts of animals as well, because they don't have a filter.
The reason why I went on to this,
which would be scary,
was like, you can't fucking prove this, because I would be the #1 animal fucking expert on Earth. I'd be able to talk
Don't
to
say
them.
fucking expert.
Poor choice of wording there.
I might fall in love with an animal, Joey.
It's like, what's wrong with the animal? He wants to fuck.
I might be in love with them because I can communicate with them.
Well, yeah,
Point being, I would build a massive fucking complex with my money that I've gathered from charging billionaires to talk to their animals. That I would have a fucking complex where there's no goddamn animals allowed in there, so I can get away from these fuckers.
Do you think you could build an army if you can communicate with animals?
100%.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? All you have to do is go up to a bunch of monkeys and go, do you know Planet of the Apes? And then they'll be like, no, what's that? And then you'd be like, it goes like this.
Like,
all right.
How far do you think you can get with an army of animals versus the world? If you just wanted to take over the world.
You could end the world.
You could. I mean, there's a lot more animals than humans.
There is a lot, but humans are smarter and we have tools.
Can I control every animal?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done, sir. Bro, bugs would ruin everything. If you could actually organize bugs to start fucking shit up.
If you organize a swarm of ants.
Ants are so... Do you know how many ants there are?
You'd be done.
That's true.
It'd be like a tidal wave of ants.
It'd be game over, bro.
Tidal wave.
It would.
Those aren't waves.
If I started sending a horde of centipedes into your house, you'd kill yourself.
That's the immune in Australia. Like,
No, centipedes are disgusting.
That's a Sunday, bro.
Australia is like the last bastion that like
fucking dumb. Yes,
Australia would be the final frontier of this war.
Speak any language or be Australian is the question. All right. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Trash Taste.
Yes.
Those are our Would You Rathers. Let us know down below if you vehemently disagree with any of these. And make sure to get involved with these by going to our Patreon. We fully revamped it again. And we have a bunch of content on that is exclusive there now.
Yeah.
Fun little 30-minute episodes of us doing little dumb stuff, maybe playing games.
And you know what? Just for you guys, we'll show a quick 5 to 10-second clip of this week's episode. Right on, Mudan. I love all these shows.
Is Rurouni Kenshin a show that you have to grow up with? Question.
No.
Really?
No.
You think it still holds up?
I think,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like I just don't. I don't know.
The only caveat is that Wazuki's a
You're like, hell yeah. So thank you so much, and please do consider it because it's going to allow us to do some more cool stuff.
Look at all these patrons, though.
Yeah,
aren't they amazing?
Fucking sexy.
Thank you, by the way, to all the patrons who did send us your Would You Rathers. And if you want to participate in future videos like this, then make sure to go onto the Patreon by going to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you had our face, listen to us on Spotify. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.